2, 1.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the final run of this marathon. This will be Pokemon Blue Reverse Badge Acquisition, a pretty special category as you will see. I'm here with Conception 2. Hello Conception.
Hey, how's
Hello
it going?
again.
Yeah, back again.
How's going, Podlord? So, Conception is also a runner of Pokemon Red, any percent glitchless, another category. This one is different because we have to get all of the badges in the reverse order, so begin with Giovanni, finishing by Brooks, and that's also mean we have to have the acquisition of the badge normally because of some glitch we can just drop off all of the badges into your inventory, but that's not allowed. We have to fight the gym leaders normally to acquire the badge in the reverse order. This is this category. So here we go. So as you expected, there will be a lot of cool stuff in this run, and that's beginning at the very beginning of the run. I have to do some RNG. A trainer ID manipulation. During that I will not speak, and the count will beginning when the Professor Oak begin to speak. So if I do the manipulation correctly, that's normally I will not normally have to reset this one. So there we go. So I will just do the TID manipulation right now.
Yeah, basically what's happening is he has to set his trainer ID to a very specific value. It's going to be very key for points later in the run, which we'll talk about when we get a little bit closer.
Okay, just have to press input at a good moment. That should be good. Time begins, by the way. Professor Oak begins to speak. So yeah, I need this TID manipulations, a specific trainer ID to manipulate most of the item in my memory. So I also have to have a very specific trainer names. It's Yuhei, like that, and also the same things for the rival or PG dash. Like that, and all of this value are is needed for the rest of the runs, especially because we will do some manipulation with the memory of the runs, and most of those value depends of the name of the rival, the name of the trainer, and also the TID, the trainer ID. This is why I also set as every single run of this of Pokemon. We also set the option to have the fast text and also to deactivate the animation, because animation in this game are pretty long, as you expected. This will make the run going way faster. And so yeah, about Pokemon Blue, that's probably one of the most sales games in the Game Boy. I actually playing it on an emulator because yeah, emulator on Game Boy are very precise right now. It's pretty accurate emulator. So we'll pick Bulbasaur. This is I will explain why. So before that, I have to rename Bulbasaur. That's really important. With one character later, like A. That should be perfect. And I will check if my TID value is correct. Let's see. Oh, come on. Okay, that's the good one. Oh my god, we were pretty insane special. 13 special, yeah. I will save to be sure, because I will not have to redo the TID manipulations, and this fight can go wrong. So why we pick up Bulbasaur? To be clear, and I will try to be a little bit to simplify most of the things will happen in this one. But to be clear, the first 12 minutes of this runs is all about to set up the very first glitch of this run, named the Brock Flu Walls. Because of course we have to skip the very first gym leader, because if you remember correctly, at road 3, the road just after the very first gyms, there is a NPC who block you the road. You have to beat Broke to continue your way. So of course, because we have to do Broke at the very end of this run, we have to find a way to skip this guy. And this is the Broke skip and the extension of the Broke skip, the Broke through walls. So this is for setuping this glitch and make the game don't crash, that I have to set up all of these things during this first 12 minutes. This was a pretty great
I was gonna say, this is good. Good stuff.
You can also say, Jason, how bad is this fight in every single...
Yeah. It doesn't really... It transcends categories with how bad this fight can be. Any percent glitchless, you know, no save corruption, reverse baggage acquisition. This fight is bad in any category that we play, really.
Oh my god, yeah. This is definitely a huge reset point, because if you get growled by Charmander early in the fight, that's lose you so many times.
Mm-hmm.
So here comes a PG level 3. I will need my level 7s here in this round 1, so I will take this PG and take this experience. A Rattata is better, because Rattata can do less damage because of tail sweeps. So yeah, to be honest, the better possibility right now should be a Rattata level 2. If I face another PG, I will probably run. Also, yeah, why Bulbasaur? Because for setuping the glitch we speak a little bit earlier, the Broke through walls, I will need an attack with 40 PPs, because I need to set up an attack with 36 PPs. The problem is Squirrel, that's mainly used in any percent glitchless, don't have an attack with 40 PPs. It only have tail sweeps that have 55 PPs. That's not enough. So we can also choose Charmander, but the problem with Charmander is that he learns Ember at level 7, and we also need 3 different attacks for setuping this glitch without crash. And Bulbasaur learned this third attack at level 7, so it's way earlier. This is why, even if Bulbasaur is probably the worst starter at this very first fight against the rival, this is the fastest one. This is the faster one to make the Broke through walls. So this is why we choose Bulbasaur. So we speak about Oak at not in front of him, but at the left of him. That's normal, because the rival is pretty slow when you walk. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You could also talk to Oak behind him.
Oh yeah.
There's a debate in the community. It's roughly the same amount of time, because you get one less tile of the rival walking, but you have to walk farther to get to behind Oak. So
yeah, it's really tight.
Yeah,
the optimized one is this one, but honestly it's 1 or 2 frame, I think, difference between behind him and left of him, so that doesn't change anything. For the amount of RNG in this run, that doesn't change anything.
No, definitely not.
So here we go again, so round 1. We have a pretty great round 1 for the moment. Only 1 encounter and a useful ones. Here we go for the second one. And that's a red.
And there's your rat. There you go.
And level 2. Here we go. Oh my god. What a pretty great RNG. PvP pace. Here we go. Probably not, because I checked the the ID. Okay, 10 HP. That will be fine. So I will level up level 7. By holding up my B buttons, that will not show the stats. That's also an optimization we can use in 80% glitchless. There is many different tricks of optimization of movements, as we will saw later. RNG, oh come on, I get trolled by this NPC once again. RNG manipulation and so on. That's useful. Yeah, it's useful in every single categories, but of course we will also use many major glitch in this run. So I will take this pretty useful potions here. Pretty useful. Now I have 2 potions, because I also pick up the potions in my PC, because the first fight can also going very long, but I didn't need it, so...
It's better be safe than sorry, though.
Yeah. So incoming, the Viridian Forest. Viridian Forest is pretty strange in terms of grass, because there is some special grass in Viridian Forest. You want to explain that, Conceptions?
Yeah, absolutely. So as you're seeing Etienne walk here, you're going to notice that he's following a very specific path, and a lot of the paths that he's walking on, you'll see these little flowers in the corner. The reason why he's walking in a very specific direction here is because for whatever reason, the game is programmed that on these specific tiles, you have a 1/3 of the chance, I believe, of hitting an encounter than you normally would. So the reason why we walk on this path is obviously we do not want to hit really any encounters. Now, going from this point forward, it's pretty much normal, but we've taken out the element of RNG somewhat leading up to this trainer.
This is why it's very rare to face an encounter in the Viridian Forest in every category. So here we go for this guy. Good things about Bulbasaur. Oh, I forgot to growl, I think. Yeah, I forgot to growl. I have to growl here, it's pretty optimized. There are pretty good things about Bulbasaur is it's poison type, so I cannot get poison in this fight. Because in any percent glitchless in an over categories, this fight is a pretty big, can be pretty bad because of this poison.
Yep, speaking from experience, we use Squirtle in any percent glitchless, and it seems like, you know, you're about 50% of the time going to be poisoned here, so...
So I can get crits for 5 HP here, so let's go for the tiny potions, because I will not need it later. And there we go. We're getting close for 5Ks apparently. $5K. There we go.
No, I hate to interrupt, but we just actually passed 5K. I have like 16 donations. This is, I don't know what's going on. This is ridiculous. Woo! So
GG,
that's a new
guys.
record. That's $5,000, and I think we're not done.
No, we're far from done, I think.
That's pretty great. And also thank you for all of the great donation we've got for the donation incentive this friends for the Charizard name. So here we coming the RNG manipulation, guys. So Conception, if you want to, I will just concentrate to don't mess up that, even if it's this one is pretty easy. That will normally be a Metapod level 5 or 6, I don't remember.
Yeah, and basically what he's doing with the game while he focuses on this Metapod, he's hard resetting the game, which kind of takes away the it removes the RNG value and resets it, and he's pressing specific inputs on specific parts of the menu leading up to entering the game again in order to manipulate the RNG to get the encounter that he wants, which is this Metapod.
Exactly. And now I just set up my power points to the good value to make the games work correctly. When I will speak to the NPC at the to activate the very first big glitch of these games. So I need 16 tackles. There we go. And I need to stay level 8. That's important. This is why I need a Metapod. That's perfect. Because I don't need to kill this Metapod, I will just use it to set up correctly my power points at this moment. So here we go. All the pieces of the puzzles of this first 12 minutes of the runs are in positions to activate the Brock skips, because of course I don't have to beat Brock immediately. I will first of all buy Pokeballs. Here we go. I will also buy many items here to fill my entire inventory for the biggest glitch of this game, named the item Underflow. This will be that for later. I will set up my cursor on the safe spot, because here I will speak to this guy, and I immediately press, there we go, press start at the moments when the game will let me free. And because of that, normally this guy, when you speak to him, you have to follow him until you reach the gym of Brock. But by doing a save before he get the opportunity to train you to follow him. Here we go. He will go, and I can pass him, and that's perfect. Now I will just flash my Pokemon menu, speak to him to the wrong side, and normally everything is great. Here we go for the Brock through wall. So as you probably see, the things not going really well in this game, so that's normal, because actually the game thinks I'm actually following the NPC we just saw, and because of that, the game deactivates all of the collision. Actually, all of the collision are deactivated. This is why I can walk through walls, through mountain, and so on. And I will just use that. Everything is normal, and I will just use that to go into the Mewtwo cave, to catching up a pretty important Pokemon for this run. So I will just, oh damn it, I will just make my Pokeball at the very first positions, do a save, and here we go for the most important RNG manipulation of the games, because I will need a Ditto, and now I need to capture a level 55 Ditto with a Pokeball, so I will need an RNG manipulations and a YOLO Ball manipulations. So I will get concentrate.
So to reiterate, not only is he manipulating, getting this Ditto encounter that he's looking for, he's also doing an extended manipulation from that will guarantee that the Ditto is caught on the first ball that he throws.
And no, that's too late. I was pretty sure. I clean up the dialogue. Probably 1 or 2 frame a little bit too late, so that's pretty precise. That's a 2-frame window here.
Yellow balls are some of the more difficult frames, in my opinion, to hit, just because they're so precise. But obviously, being at the level we are, we do have to hit it, or this Ditto will wreck us. So
it seems to be good. Yeah, there we go. That's the good frame. Okay, second try. That's not too bad. There we go. We got our Ditto with this YOLO Ball manipulation. There's also a possibility to get trolled by the RNG by having the things that we call the IGT0. It's a pretty bad thing, because if you save the games at 1 frame on 60 frames, that's mess up all of the RNG. So, now we have this Ditto. Rattata, please. I need a Rattata. There we go, Rattata.
Hey, ask you shall receive.
Damn, this one going pretty rare right now. So I will transform myself into a Rattata, and I will swap my 2 attack, as you will see, like that. There we go. And I ran out. Because I swapped those 2 attacks, right now my first attack is an attack without everything, because Metamorph going into the second positions, because I will do the swaps, but I have only 1 attack with my Ditto, so that's make an attack without any type, without any PPs, named the Cool Trainer, with a type Cool Trainer, as you will see, and that's make pretty interesting things in these games. So now I just have to use these special attacks to make some stuff with this Rattata, throw balls, and catching up a Missing No. And there we go! Getting a Missing No. Nice. So I will go... Because I get this Missing No, when you face a Missing No in the game, that's duplicate your items by 255. That's what happened to my Paradise Hill at the bottom of my inventory. As you will see, things going pretty strange right now, so I will just redo exactly the same things to catching up another Missing No. So yeah, Missing No is a pretty well-known... Oh, damn it. I hope everything is going well, because I press... No, that should be fine. Ow, damn it. He broke the ball. Going the ball, man. There we go. All is fine, guys. All will be fine until this Rattata go into the ball. Yeah, this run is pretty... There is a lot of RNG here. Bless RNG, chat, please.
Yep, we could use some RNG here. Channel that energy.
Remains 2 balls. No, 3 balls. So now I have 2 balls. There we go!
There it is.
There it is. Yeah, Yuhei is the name of 4 trainers, but of course it's pretty strange that we have the trainer names in every spam on the screen here. So incoming the main glitch of this run, as you will see, this named the item underflow glitch. So I will try to do this correctly, and here we go. Because I duplicated so many items, now we can access to the memory of the games by doing this glitch, doing by making an item with a negative value with some duplications. Let's make a terrible an item with a very huge amount of value and an infinite an infinite inventory if we can speak easily. So now I will redo here we go, the cool trainer things. Use a Master Ball to catch up the Charizard. So what is the name for Charizard? I think it's Barbecue, yes? I saw Barbecue. If those Barbecue wins, I will check. I will check a little bit.
I'm checking one last
It's
refresh.
Elite Gamer. For me, it's Elite Gamer.
It's Elite Gamer, yeah.
Okay.
With $677.
Wow, that amount.
That's...
Yeah.
Wow.
When you have time for a bunch of donations, let me know, because
Sure.
I want to take you through how this happens.
You can go for right now the time of just after that, because there will be a lot of stuff after that.
Sure, just let me know.
Yeah, that should be that. So now we have our main Pokemon. Oh, I forgot to swap. Here we go. Elite Gamer is first. And here we go for the things that I have to really don't mess up. So let's make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and there we go. So now we will. I will probably just shut up a little bit, because if I do a single mistake at this moment, that will crash the game. So I will be really careful to don't do any mistakes, because I have to manipulate. Conception, you can probably explain what I'm doing right now with.
Yeah. So the reason why there has to be a good level of preciseness when you're using this item underflow menu, and you might even remember, if you, like me, who played this game as a child, tried to get the missing no and duplicate your rare candies and level everyone up to 100. A lot of times your game would crash, and that's because the game was placed in a very sensitive state with all of the items creating so much backlog of data. It's very easy to crash the game in this state. So we have to be very precise with what we do here, or else it's going to end up, creating a corrupt save file, and then there we go.
And there we go. This is Giovanni. There we go. Because by manipulating all of the value, as Conception say, we managed to warp into the last gyms and face Giovanni, and now we have this Charizard level 127, but because we get some experience, we will level up to level 100 and activate the red bar. So red bar is a pretty important thing in Pokemon in every single category.
Yeah, if you're not familiar with Red Bar, what happens is, for the Gen 1 games here, when you're in a weakened state less than 20% health, you're going to hear this beeping that happens for Red Bar. And what that allows us to do is allows us to skip level up jingles and text boxes at a much faster rate. It's going to save us tons of time as we continue to hold Red Bar throughout the run.
Definitely. So it's probably a good time for some donation right now.
Okay, let me take you through this bid war. So right after I read up this $200 donations, right before this run got started, they all started flooding in. Count Gooby donated $50 and said Elite, but Olvin fired back with 10. There's more where that came from, Genki Baguette. Bahamut fired back with $50, and he said, Elite Gamer will not be denied. I have Newt piled on with $5. Take this, France. But Olvin shot back again with another 50. Not on my watch, go barbecue. Roma also piled on with another 45. And Gooby and Bahamut are back again with $50 each. They said Elite, and one more try for Elite Gamer. Olvin's back with $57. Sometimes a sacrifice is needed. But Bahamut says no, there's another $50. Today, we are all Elite Gamer. The Flying Marlin adds 10. Roma adds 60 though. One more try for... Oh man.
And now, by the way, Giovanni is a PC. I was waiting to speak about that, but because it's a speedrun, I will continue. So,
yep.
There we
There's a
go.
lot going on. Sorry about this.
Yeah,
No,
that's fine. That's fine. I will just continue for the donations. That's important.
I'm almost done anyway. Fatso with another 10 says Elite Gamer a bus, and I think of this, it was the killing blow Bahamut with $100. Today we are all Elite Gamer, and we got some more after that, but I can wait to read them because I know you have some stuff you want to talk about.
Okay, so yeah, I just transformed Giovanni into a PC to pull off all of my Pokemons. Just don't. Okay, I will just want to don't mess up that. There we go. This is Blaine. Yeah, because I have to deposit all of the Pokemon because the Hall of Fame is pretty long when you have a huge team. So by transforming Giovanni into a PC, you can deposit all of the team and make the end of the run faster. You also did the same things, for example, in 90% glitchless at the very end, depositing many Pokemons to win time sometimes.
Yep, absolutely. We'll do the same thing. Obviously, we're not turning anybody into a PC in 80% glitch, but we'll use
this is
the
the
PC
massive
as normal.
disrespect, you know. Massive disrespect from the antagonist of these games.
That's right.
And that was Blaine. So 2 on 8. So incoming, one of the most dangerous menuing on this game. So I will try to don't mess up this one. Once again, we will swap item, modify value to warp into the good positions. So
Yep, so basically what he's doing in between, he's creating warps by repositioning the items and their values in the menu. That's going to cause him to warp to basically locations where these gym leaders are, and he might have to move, a couple tiles here and there to get there, but the game just does not know how to process all the data you're throwing at it, so it just ends up warping you where you need to go.
okay, remain to toss this one. Two here. There we go. This is Sabrina. And let's go for this fight. Oh yeah, by the way, you can also, even if Flamethrower is a 100% accuracy move, you can also have some things named the Gen 1 miss in these games. Normally with a level 100 Charizard that will not have any issue, I will not die even if I'm in the red bar. But yeah, for example, we did this, we also, at the very beginning of the routing of this run, we do these things with Mewtwo. We warp into the Mewtwo cave and we catch Mewtwo with a Master Ball. That's also pretty easy to beat all of the gym leader with Mewtwo. But because we do that in Mewtwo with Red Bar, it's way easier to die because of a Gen 1 miss. Hopefully, with a big Charizard, with this mighty elite gamer, we will not, even if there is a Gen 1 miss, there will no problem. And now we are in the next gym. So I will just use the Elixir Catch to recover my item, use the invisibility cape of Harry Potter to go through this wall and speak to Koga.
Shout out to Harry Potter students.
Yeah, because the cancel item is also named the Jack item. That gives you the possibility to move when you are in your menu. That's also deactivate all of the collision of the game, or many of the collision of the games, I mean. And that's like the invisible cap of Harry Potter, because you cannot see your character. So once again, we will spam Flamethrower. Boom. Also, as you probably see, the text is weird because normally the text doesn't appear like that. This is named the instant text. I activate that by changing a value in my menu, but you can also manually, you can also activate that without any glitches in the games, and that's been discovered completely by that's getting discovered in the 80% glitchless, by the way, without not in this category. This was a pretty cool story. Go for it.
It's activated. Yeah, absolutely. In a 80% glitchless category, it's activated by talking to the bike salesman before you have the bike voucher. You talk to him and you mash out of his menu by pressing B, and that creates instant text. And basically what instant text is If you don't notice, whenever we have a standard text box, instead of the text appearing immediately on the screen, it scrolls to appear, which is why a lot of times we name our Pokemon with one-letter values to make that scrolling faster. But instant text will instead make all the text appear in the box at once. So it definitely saves a good chunk of time to be able to have that in the run as well.
Okay, I will just have to toss 2 of them. I think I forgot some things. I'm pretty scared about that. I hope that's not the case. If it's the case, that's very bad, because I cannot... we have to come back from Giovanni. I really hope. Oh my god. I think I forgot to toss some things. I really hope that's not the case. If it's the case, that's too bad, but anyway. There we go again. So this is Erica. We are in the. This is the second half of all of the gym leader. Now it's a boss rush, definitely, because that's remains.
The last one go fast.
Yeah. So if I do everything correctly, I will be on the in front of the C right now. There we go. That's perfect. So now I have to swap this Sphinx. I really hope I don't. If I messed up, if I don't mess up, that will be soda pop here. Yeah. Oh, that's fine. Yeah. I was so scared about that. Yeah. And now we will use a pretty useful item. Question mark, question mark, question mark. That's a surf, basically, in the game.
There you go.
To go into these gyms, and there we go again. So, oh yeah, this is here. Remember that. Just 5 of that. Okay. 3 here, and 2 here. And normally, this is the time to face Guile. That's definitely Guile, to be honest.
Yeah, who doesn't love a good Street Fighter reference in your Pokemon
time to
runs.
Street Fighter. So for all of the glitches all of the glitches and all of the routing being discovered in this run need a tons of research. This is a common works of many different glitch hunters in Pokemon Red. There is Chill Magic, there is Shenanigans, and many other guys. Will be too long to shout out everything. We can also shout out the entire community of the glitch hunting in Pokemon Red, because this game is so full of glitches. But the thing is, this game is also pretty well coded for the times it comes out, because it doesn't crash, even if we messed up with it a lot of. Yeah, Jesus time, by the way. We'll walk into the water. So yeah, this because we can mess up with all of the memory because of this glitch, because of the underflow glitch. We can also warp in many different gym and make many different NPC go in a very strange way. But the game will crash if you do a really wrong thing. So all of the glitches are pretty funny to use in these games, as we will see, of course, after this runs. So incoming the very last menu. So I'll be really careful to don't mess up this one. This is the really last one.
Yeah, last menu here. We're going to be fighting Brock, and then we're gonna basically just be walking directly into the Hall of Fame after that.
Exactly.
No Elite Four in this run, so when you fight the gym leaders in reverse, they say, you know what? You're good. We know you mean business. No Elite Four for you.
And there's also an explanation why we cannot go for the reverse order Elite Four in these games. I will explain that after I did that correctly. Okay. And normally everything is good. There is Broke! Hello, Broke. Of course, that will be a really easy fight. I normally still have 2 flamethrower at this moment, if I calculate correctly. If my PP are right. There we go. Flamethrower. And yeah, we'll immediately swap at the Hall of Fame because this is pretty interesting because you cannot, for example, beat the champion on Pokemon Red without beating Agatha because the trigger of the fight against the champion only trigger if you beat Agatha. So this is why we cannot go for the reverse order Elite Four. That's impossible.
Yeah.
And there we go. Yeah, this is the Hall of Fame. It's pretty glitchy with many number on the back, but there we go. What's an elite gamer? This mighty Charizard.
The absolute elite.
Yeah. So because of the that's a 30-minute IGT. It was pretty slow to the end of the menu because I really want to don't do mistakes and time.
Well
and
done.
that was Pokemon Blue Reverse Badge Acquisition. A pretty memes category, of course. Not run a lot because as you see, the beginning there is a lot of RNG at the very beginning of the run, and the rest is only messing up with the menu to try to achieve this all of the badges in the reverse order. It's a pretty great showcase speedruns, to be honest. Pretty interesting to see how far we can go when we know a lot of glitches in this game.
Yeah, it speaks to what you mentioned before as well, just that despite this game being so massively broken with all these glitches, I mean everything we just saw on the screen, it still has a really strong code to not be able to crash with everything that we can see in front of us, all this data being underflowed and completely manipulated for what you need it to be. It's a really strongly held together game despite that.
Definitely. There is a much higher run using all of the stuff we saw. It's the catch them all runs when you have to catch all of the Pokemons. It's way longer and use this underflow glitch and all of the glitches we saw in the next level, to be honest. So this run, in terms of durations and in terms of learning too, it's a pretty good over. It's a pretty good over option if you don't want to learn the catch them all run, because honestly there is a pretty great grid online for learning this run. It's honestly not so hard. Probably the RNG manipulations, for example for Ditto, is pretty precise, but the rest is pretty easy to learn if you know how to clearly read a guide and don't do any single mistakes. Because as we said, a single mistakes means a crash in this game. Thank you for all of the GG guys, and also thank you for all of this amazing donations we saw for this beach war. That was pretty crazy. So incoming, I think we got the donation incentive for the glitch exhibitions. Alex, if I'm probably right, because that has been met since yesterday. So there we go.
That's been met for a while. Real quick, I'm going to read the rest of these donations.
Sure.
These last few here were what got us to 5,000. So Sopsol donated $80. 5K hype. Love Shauna. Shauna is like the head of 2D-Con, who we partner with for Midwest Speed Fest. So thank you so much, Shauna. KupoCraft, or Rocket, our tech guy, jumped in with $1. And Talcrace, the very donation that got us past 5K, $40. Did someone say 5K? We have 3 more quick. Anonymous with $5, SCXCR with $6, who says, wow, 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 wow. And Anonymous with $20. We are at 5,032. This is before Twitch revenue, before any like sponsor stuff or whatever. 5,032 raised for the OI Foundation. A new record by quite a bit. Thank you all so much.
Yes, just terrific.
And now let's reward all of this generous donation. So first of all, before I begin this glitch exhibition, a huge shout out to 2 guys, Aria and Legend Eater. Those 2 guys are also a pretty huge racer of any percent glitchless on Speedrun Lives, and they also made the glitch showcase I will show you right now during the BSG annual 2018. So this is their road. So huge shout out to them because they are the author of the glitch exhibition. You will see the show. You will see. So here we go. So I will just use the save I just get from this run. So first of all, I will need something to fly because can I get a PG please? Thank you a lot. That's perfect. Tiny PG because I need a PG master ball. Here we go. First try? Yeah, first try with a master ball. Here we go. That's worth it. That's worth it. Use it to master ball for PG.
It's perfect use. And also shout out to this red and blue Charizard who is not able to learn fly despite having.
Oh my god, yes. Yeah, not able to learn fly. That's the case in yellow, if I'm right. In yellow,
I couldn't remember if yellow, but I knew in these games he couldn't.
So first of all, you have to know. I will explain many things also in this glitch in this exhibition. First of all, you have to know the special of the Pokemons are pretty important in when you do some glitch. For example, oh, I forgot to? Yeah, I forgot to heal. Oh no, that's not problematic. That really not problematic. So the special of the Pokemons are pretty important. Here, it's pretty important. I have 226 special. That will be very useful for later. This is why I use 2 calcium here. So and also. As we said, under flow there is many important value, like for example this one. This one's is the value who decide the next warp. That can change of nominations because the position of my character, that's also named the X positions. But if I change this value, I will warp to a different place. So I will just need to warp to the Safari Zone, if I'm right. There we go, Safari Zone. So I will just go into the Safari, get some Safari Ball right now. There we go. But I don't want to catch Pokemon, but I want to. I will just save. So this one is pretty easy to do. This glitch is pretty easy to do, as you will see. I will just do a save because I said no to the guys after going back to the entrance of the Safari Zone. Just reload the games, and now I will just activate the step counts of the Safari Zone by going out and say no once again. And now the step counts is active on the Safari Zone. We'll use that later. And now I need to swap to another positions. By the way, the first minute of this glitch exhibition, I will set up a lot of things as you expected because that will take me a lot of time, but that will be worth it. Be sure that will be worth it. Where is my moonstones? Moonstones. And there it is. So I will just once again. And there we go. So once again, I modify the value. I speak to you to warp to a different place. So here we are in the. Damn it! I don't remember the name of this town in French, in English. The town on the.
Saffron.
Oh, thank you a lot, Conception. I'm so used to use the French name of those places. So I will just withdraw my mighty Ditto because the Ditto with the cool trainer attack is pretty useful because it's pretty glitchy, of course. And I will just heal my Pokemon. So that's just to register this of this center. So I will also need. Oh yeah, I will also need my. Where are you? Yeah, there we go. I will need fly here. So this is why I'm switching items with the explosion. There we go. To my PG because yeah, it's pretty important. And now I will fix the things I just did because I don't want to crash the game later. There we go. That's perfect. Just walk through this pretty weird zone here, and now activate the very first big glitch of this run, of this glitch exhibition, because yeah, that's not a speedrun. Name the trainer fly. So as you yeah, you want to explain that conception? Yeah.
Yeah, basically, so what we're going to do to activate this glitch, we're going to be pausing basically right before an NPC, and that is going to attract us for a battle. He's going to see us. We're going to use that Pokemon to then fly away, and it's going to create some interesting effects.
Yeah, definitely. So now I will fly from this trainer. It will see me, and I'm out. And now the trainer fly is activated. I can also press start. Nothing happened because the game actually thinks I'm facing the guys at the bottom of the city. So this is why basically the game is divided. The code of the game is divided in two specific sections. The section when we are in the overworld like this, and the section when we are in fight. There is really a big division in the games in those two parts. But if you can make the game thinks that you are in this part of the games when you are on the other part, of course that makes some funny things. So now I just have to beat this guy. This guy most of the times kill you in many other categories. Because to activate some glitches, but here we'll just beat him because I just want to recover my my menu. And there we go. And now the last things I need to set up for this glitch exhibition should be a bike. Yeah, a bike should be great. So I will probably I will just get my bike. So once again, I will use the X positions, as you will see. So by swapping the no, not this one, not this one, not this one. Yeah, this one. There we go. So as you will see, for example, if I do two steps like that, you see, this is no more a neutral ball, that's a Pokeball. If I do one more step, that's not a Pokeball, that's a turn map. And if I do one more steps, that's a bicycle. So this position is the X positions. This is the, if you know mathematics, when I scroll horizontally, this is the X positions in the memory, and that's changed the value of the item here in my inventory. So that's pretty useful. So now I have my bicycle, so we can go out. There we go to the pallet town. Okay, now we have the fly, we have the bicycle. It's time to make some funs. So Conception, do you remember that's when you try to bike in a forbidden home or something, the oak say to you, hey, that's not the time to bike.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
classic.
It's time to revenge right now. It's time.
Good, let's get him back.
Yeah, it's time to revenge. So I would just, before we make fun with Hawk, it's time to swap the Silph Scope with a pretty important item for later. Where it is? There it is. Perfect. Now we'll enter the labs. And no, not this way. Not this way. Oh. Okay, there it is. Just be sure to don't. Okay, there we go. And now, time. Oh, no bicycle allowed here. What? Oh, damn it. There we go. I just did a little mistake. That should be fine right now. There we go. Hey! How's going your Pokédex? And now it's not forbidden to bike. Pretty interesting. So, and now we are in this town. So, okay. So was a tiny things for the very beginning. Now let's do some other things pretty more powerful and more specific. So I will just have to find no, it's not here. I just have to find my question mark item that I used to surf earlier. There we go, it's just there. And now we will search for a pretty great item named the 9F. 9F or 9th floor will be pretty useful. There we go, 9F. And time to, yeah, biking inside. That's a tiny glitch to beginning, just for beginnings. And now I have to fight a Pokemon in those two types. This one should be good. Okay, that's a Senshu. That's not important here. I would just have to find my 9F items. And we'll do a things named Pokemon Injections, or also named 9F. There we go. Now I can open my menu during the fight. Swap Ultra Balls with Pokédex. Okay. I will just dust that 17. Swap potions with that. Potion with Awakenings. Reopen the menu, undo all of that done to don't crash the games, and now what I did basically is to modify to open the menu using the 9F to modify most of the data during this fight and inject in this WA4 items. That's pretty good. That's the ID of the Pokemons in front of me. And just by flashing it, I inject a specific Pokemon in front of me, and now that's, as you will see, that's a Rapidash. There we go, Rapidash.
There it is. Yep.
But that's
this
a
has
pretty
the game plan.
Yeah, but that's a pretty interesting Rapidash because, as you probably here we go for the Midwest Speedfest, or the not the MW.
Or you could do MSSF if you want.
MSSF, oh yeah. MSSF. There we go. MSSF. Yeah, because you probably... Oh, no, now I have to go out of this before it's crashed, so I will just fly out. So everything is fine, guys. So that's... Yeah, that's totally normal. Because I can... Because I was using this Pokemon injection glitch, also named the LOL glitch, you can basically create the Pokemon that you want by switching many value. And as you will see, this I will just heal it because this Rapidash is poisoned. So this is why I will heal it. And as you will see, if you think that Zacians is probably the most powerful Pokemon you've ever seen, you never see this Rapidash level 255 with pretty insane stat. As you can see, oh my god, those speeds, 555 speeds. So powerful, yeah. 647 HP. Yeah, it's a pretty... I think we can beat the Elite Four with this Rapidash level 254.
Yeah, I think this is going to be the new competitive meta. We're going to have
definitely.
to get this Rapidash.
That Shen is so bad in comparison to this Rapidash.
Yep.
So there we go. What I went with after this Rapidash. Oh yeah, so this is a pretty cool glitch, a LOL glitch. You can create. By the way, you cannot go over 255 for clear reasons. That's because the game is coded in bytes, and in terms of binary, I don't remember what we call that in English in terms of mathematics, but 256 is a pretty well-known value in terms of coding, and that's the limit of the level, the true limit of the level physically in Pokemon Red and Blue. That's not 100, it's 255. So here we go for the next glitch. Once again, we will just warps. So let's warps. Let's go to the island.
Sounds great.
What is the name of the island in?
Seafoam Island.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep, that's all right. I got you for your English translations.
Thank you. I have to remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should be 8. Yeah, perfect. And there we go. So in this island, we can do pretty interesting things with NPC or also with signs, as we will see. I will just toss one Pokédoll. Swap the Pokédoll with the Moonstones normally. Where are you, Moonstones? There we go. And once again, swap the Pokédolls with a pretty bizarre item. Oh, okay, this is click. There we go. That's perfect. So now I change many of the value in this islands. And for example, this guy is the developer of the games. If we don't do it. And he say to us that he know everything about the world with those pretty weird weird sounds. You really don't want to mess up with this guy, I think. So that's pretty.
No. He'll mess you up.
Yeah, and this sign, by the way, give us IVs. Yeah, there we go, IVs. So and by the way, that's infinite. You can get as much as AV as you want. That's because there is a place in Celadons when you can catch an IVs by speaking to a table. Oh, there is a Pokeball on the table, and we just changed that by making the same things at this sign. So it's pretty cool. IVs once again. Yeah, I will just do an extra. No, that's can crash the game, so I will not do that. That's pretty dangerous. I will not show this one. This one is pretty dangerous. So yeah, let's go for the next one. Oh, the next one is probably my favorite one. So yeah, infinite IV signs. It's pretty interesting. By the way, this glitch, the infinite IV sign, is used in Catch Them All to have 3 IVs and make them evolve and have all of the evolution of the IVs in this category. So it's pretty. Yeah, it's a very useful glitch in the speedrun. Because as you probably expect, most of the glitch we will show in this glitch exhibition is absolutely useless in speedruns, so... But they exist. So, incoming the next glitch of the run. I have to warp into this one. Yeah, I will use exactly the same things as I did earlier. Yeah, a tiny... and I will do a save too. A tiny... invisibility cap of Harry Potter to warp into these gyms. Because
there you go.
Because even if we beat all of the trainers, you have to know that the door of the gym is still closed because we did Giovanni first. This is pretty interesting. And by the way, if we have an over, I don't think if we have over donation or if we have over things to speak about, Elix, this is definitely a good time because I have to do these things during a certain amount of time, so you have some free times to speak if there is anything to say, or probably have to read the chats a little bit.
Yes, sounds good. I don't have any more donations. Y'all really went crazy. I think we went up like 1,010 minutes during that bid war rush or something. It was ridiculous. But technically the marathon's not over, so if you have any last minute donations, we also have the Twitch revenue from this month that we'll add to that later. And then I guess some unofficial stuff that we can't track quite yet from like our partnerships and all that. Make sure you stay tuned, though. After this Glitz exhibition, we have a bit of an announcement, and of course there'll be the post-marathon celebration with a big old staff call. And even after this, if you participated at all, or even if you just spectated, I think some of us are going to go and chill in general voice chat, in case you want to join us there, talk about a little bit about how the marathon went. Yeah, just hang out.
So I continue to do that. Normally, here we go. the staff of the Safari Park speak to us because, as I explained earlier, I set up the step counts of the Safari Park. But I managed to go out of the Safari Park with the step counts, and now the Safari say to us that ding dong, time is up. So we have to. Our game is the Safari is over, so now we have to get out of this, as you will see. And and the things are pretty funny as you expected. So I really love this one. So, and also you can use here we go. You have to definitely do that. So just give me a moment. So I hope you guys know the reference, but you can go like that, for example. by using the bike, you can also drift with the bike and do some jumps. So yeah, this one is of course it's totally useless, but it's pretty funny, I think. So And the only way to deactivate that is to re-enter to the gym. So yeah, and if you don't do that with the bicycle, you're basically pretty slow. So yeah, it's definitely bike drifting in Pokemon. That's pretty great. That's pretty great. You cannot do that in Pokemon Sword and Chain, for example.
No.
Yeah.
Nope. It's a freestyle bicycle motocross here.
So okay, let's go for the next one. Initial drifter, exactly. So go into the gym and go out, and now everything is fine. Okay, so next glitch.
Alright.
Yeah,
After this one, I am getting worried that we want to wrap it up, but let you get this one out. I thought we were gonna have a little bit more time, but I suppose not.
Oh.
But thank you so much for just sort of rolling with the punches here. I know it's been kind of a crazy finale.
Yeah. I still have some stuff. If you, that's already 30 minutes. I still have 2 other stuff if you want, Alex.
I thought we were going to give the full 30, but I didn't.
I'm sorry?
Staff is telling me to. I thought we were going to give the full 32, but staff is telling me to wrap it up. Let me see what they say.
Oh, I have to wrap it up? Okay. I will do the rest very fast. So let's do this fast.
Speedrun them glitches.
Yeah, speedruns. Let's speedrun. There is only normally two over glitch. I will speed up all of the things. There we go. So before the next 2 glitches, I need to set up some placements in the PG registry. So I have to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. So this is the league. There we go. I will probably cut one of the glitch, so to do it faster. I will probably not doing the very last one. Just do this one too. And I also have to. Okay, so 10, 20, 30, and 34. There we go. And this is the victory road. So we are in the victory road. Once again, so I will just use an RNG manipulations to manipulate a specific detail in this grass, as you will see. Before that, I will just switch in front of my detail, save the runs. So as you expected, as you probably remember, I did a train of fly earlier in this glitch exhibitions, and for the, in this train of fly, we will use it right now, because if we come back from this place when I did the train of fly, that will trigger a file automatically with a specific address of my cartridge, and this is the address of the special of my Charizard I set up at the very beginning of this glitch showcase. This is why I will let this detail transform into the Elite Gamer with the 226 special that I explained earlier, and this is where Rapidash comes in. So. And now I just have to set up another value that's named the attack buffer value. By lowering this attack value by 6, by the amount of 6, that the lower possible, that will fix the problem that can happen if I try to face the ID that I want to face, the ID 226, as I explained earlier. So that makes 6. That's perfect. And now we just have to go to come back to see the trainer I speak about, the trainer that I did the trainer fly. So you ready, guys? And it's time for face the true boss of this game. Hey! This is the Prof Oak. So yeah, Professor Oak is definitely in the games, and it exists in the games with a pretty insane team, as you will see. I will just beat the team really fast, but you have a Churros, you have a pretty insane team with a pretty great levels. I'm pretty sure the developer of the games have the plans to make this trainer at the very end, after the champions, as a new game plus on something like that. That's probably what happens when they go for the second generations and try and include, for example, Red, the fight against Red at the very end of the second generations. So yeah, that was already a plan at the very first generation, as you will see. Yeah, this blast falls kills me when I train for this glitch exhibition. You do an hydro pump and I crit. Oh my god, don't crit me, please. We have to go fast. There we go.
We don't have time for it.
And you also have, I think the last one. Yeah, it's a Gyarados. This is the true last boss of this run. So yeah, Professor Oak are in all of your cartridge, but was never faced by any of us, because yeah, it's pretty hidden in the memory of the game. So I will skip the next one and go immediately to the end of this glitch exhibition. So let's go to the end to finish that. And I wrong warp. I going too fast. I wrong warp. My god.
Oh, there you go.
I need to be here. So the things I skipped was the dancing glitch. That's not that's pretty funny, but that's pretty long for some things funny, but probably will take too many times. So let's go. Now we will. It's time to face the mighty Elite Four, as you probably expect. All of the glitch exhibition have to finish by the Elite Four. So I just have to search the surf item that I have earlier. Where is it? Where is it? Come to me, dude. It's just here. Question mark. I have to be on the certain tide, like this, fly away. Now, what I'm doing right now is to set up a certain value, because the addition of all of the ID in the graphic when I fly out is very important to set up correctly the cool trainer glitch, because we will do a very interesting. We will use the cool trainer glitch in a very interesting way, the glitch that we use during the runs, during the reverse badge acquisition runs, for triggering things pretty interesting, as you will see. It's time to face Olga, and I win. Yeah, this is the glitch named the Instant Victory glitch. By doing the cool trainer glitch in this way, just at the moments when the screen changes, there happens a big messed up during the fight, and you win instantly. This is basically the fastest way to beat the all Elite Four. You don't launch any attack, you just set up this glitch, and that's beat the Elite Four. So I will just do the cool trainer glitch one more time, and after that we will just skip all of the other fights. Oh yeah, because of the cool trainer glitch, there is a drawback of the cool trainer glitch. That's make Ditto slip immediately when you use it. There we go again! Woohoo! So yeah, that was the very last funny glitch we can. So I will just pass through all of those stuff. Hello, Agatha. I will just use my invisibility cap of Harry Potter to pass through the door like this. Oh yeah, and an interesting thing we speak about: we cannot face the champ. Because if we don't face Agatha, and because now we skip Agatha, I will now skip normally Lance. There we go. And now I can go, woohoo! I can go through like this. Goodbye! So, that was Pokemon Blue Glitch Exhibitions and also Reverse Badge Order. Thank you everyone for watching this one. Thank you a lot of the Midwest Pitfalls for having me. Sorry if I was a little bit too long during this exhibition. Thank you a lot, Conception, for the
of course.
For the
yes, thank you for having me.
No
You're good,
problem.
You're good. I think this ended up being almost exactly 30 minutes actually.
Oh, that's perfect. I have probably to go off. I have to find a setup a little bit faster for this glitches. Yeah, 255 rapid dash. the biggest one. So yeah, and by the way, a quick shout out to all of the Pokemon speedruns community. We have the Discord, the PSR Discord. Feel free to come in. This is a pretty awesome community for race, for learning speedruns, for having some cool stuff with glitches and so on. Yeah, definitely a great community to play Pokemon and to speedruns Pokemon. So feel free to come in. It's a pretty great adventure, Pokemon speedrunning. With a lot of RNG, of course.
Of course, very much.
So
yeah, I've interacted with that community a bit. It's a good one. Wait, we just had a donation come in.
oh,
Hey, perfect.
TRS Crazy P with $18 that says 50-50. Thank you.
that's perfect.
I agree. Thank you.
Thank you a lot for all of the thanks into the chat. And I'm out. We are out. Feel free
Thank
to
you.
Good night.
Thank you so much, and remember, stay tuned, everyone. We have an announcement coming up, and as always, the finale call as well.
Moment has arrived.
Oh,
I
no.
think we would be live
PC
with
voice
this.
here.
Gotta wait for the heads up first. Oh, yep, we are live. Well, that was incredible. This was such an amazing marathon. With our final total coming from Twitch subs, bits, and just our sponsors, we have a total of $5,131.45 raised, all for the Osteogenesis Imperfecta Foundation. That's such an incredible amount. Thank you for helping us hit this 5K goal. We are all blown away at hitting it at Mid-Spring Speed Fling. Not only did we break our original goal of $1,150, we broke our second goal of $3,000, and then we broke $4,500.
But wait.
There's more.
By the way, all the way back when we broke 1,050, our original goal, that was the most we've ever raised for one of our online marathons.
So
this
is the
destroyed an online marathon record.
So this is the most we've raised in total and online. Exactly. Wow.
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 I just
Wow.
Can we get all a wow? wow in chat. I just want to get an elite gamer chat. I just want to give a huge thanks to all the volunteers, mods, admins, everyone who helped put this together. Thank you so much for all your hard work leading up to this event and during the event. You make this possible, and be proud of what you have done. I want to thank all the viewers who came by to watch, every runner who participated. Thank you all so much for helping this happen. Everyone who donated, thank you all so much for helping the Osteogenesis Imperfecta Foundation. Even if you just watched the stream once, came by for a few minutes, just thank you for coming by and supporting this community. You helped make this possible.
I want to thank Baguette Restream.
Yes.
Merci.
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 Thank you, Baguette.
Is there anything else anyone would like to add to this finale?
That
Thank you
pretty
I'm
so
really
much
tired.
to our runners. We couldn't have a marathon without them.
We did give a shout out to the
True.
runners.
Should we
Well,
talk about
extra shout outs then.
Everybody.
crashed? Like, I'm biased, but that was one of the best marathon schedules I've ever seen.
It really
nuts.
was.
It was incredible.
Such a
Like to
great.
think we put together an awesome schedule. I am very happy to have worked on it, and I'm glad it raised this much money. I am just blown away.
I've been saying this community blows me away every time, and it never fails.
The growth of this community is absolutely wild. I remember when we were just at Level Up Games, the small stream we raised like $600. We're all like just figuring things out, and now we've raised over $5,000. So it's just such an incredible thing to see the growth of this community and the support everyone has given.
We've raised over $20,000 total for various charities.
Wow.
That's incredible.
We gotta get a clap for that.
Yeet.
That's
I'd be clapping here, but I'm pushed to talks.
Use your nose.
Darn it! Yeah, I was trying to do it the same.
Oh,
You gotta just hold the push to talk with your tongue.
hey, exactly right.
Gross.
It's what an elite gamer would do.
Don't put that kind of pressure on me.
We are all elite gamer.
Honestly, though, like I could never imagine like just as silly just thinking back to 2 years ago when I first came of Fest 2018, and my run almost didn't happen because my disc got scratched. I forgot my power cables to my PS2. I mean, it was a mess. And then, like, that was my first marathon ever. And then I come here, and now, like, this meme that was started because of one of my friends has literally raised over 1,000, like, is one of the reasons that we raised so much money. And I don't take any credit for that myself because I was hardly even here this weekend because my brother was getting married, but like all that just shows to the credit that you guys deserve for putting all this money in and doing all this amazing stuff. And it just blows me away that this has become what it is, and I absolutely love it.
Exactly.
Is there anything
With
else?
that,
Mhm.
I think it's time for our announcement.
I think so.
Announcement?
So, cut over to the hype video.
Got a little bit of thing to show you. Give us one moment and get hyped.
Hot needs rest.
I got a bronze medal! What did you do?
There we go.
All right, we're back. That video was shown.
So I wanna preface this real quick by saying that I realized that with the state of things right now, this may not be able to be an in-person thing like we're planning. We are partnering with 2DCon, so it is kind of up to them and what they end up doing. If this doesn't end up happening in person, it will be online. We will have some sort of marathon.
And we know after this marathon, regardless if it's on site or online, that we will have a very, very successful marathon.
Absolutely. I mean, again, we're all just blown away by the amount of support we've had.
Absolutely. Any final words anyone would like to add?
Join our Discord, because that's how you're gonna get announcements about stuff like Midwest Speedfest 2020. That's probably actually like that is the best way is to join our Discord. Not only will you get announcements like that, you'll be able to hang out with runners, participate in our game nights, all of that stuff.
Yeah, like honestly, joining the Discord, like we do a lot more than just marathon. Like, yes, we do a lot of marathons, just doing 4 every year, but like we all just overall just hang out with each other and just have fun, and like we'll just hang out and chat and be friends. So we're not, go ahead and join. We're not gonna be like, oh, you don't speedrun, you can't be here. Like, it doesn't matter who you are. Join the Discord, hang out with us. We'll play games. We'll spread memes. And we'll all just be happy, good bunch together.
So many memes.
Never enough memes.
Pesto is the besto.
Never too many memes.
F in the chat for sad pickle chips.
Oh man.
Oh, one more thing before
Press
we go. I
W.
do want to say, join this channel again on Wednesday for the next episode of the Midwest Speedfest Runner Spotlight. I'll be hanging out with Marquise Dan. Who's
Marquise?
here? Hello. Who's that?
Not
Some
only
guy, I don't know. Some guy doesn't know how to play Nebo, that's for sure.
Oh, no. With that, I think we are going to send it over to our tradition. It's tradition around here to raid someone that has either helped out or ran at these events in the past. So, Gooby, take it away.
All right, we are going to raid Asuka424, who is a great host, especially during our overnight blocks. She was fantastic. Go show her some support.
I got to correct you here, Gooby. It's Asuka424.
I'm sorry, I can't say things.
She's also, I believe, our newest volunteer.
Yes.
Yes, she is.
Yes.
She was added like a week before the marathon or something like that.
With that, we will raid. Go show her some support, and thank you once again.
Thank you.
I'm blown away by your support.
Thank you all so much.
Thank you, guys.
Have a great
Thank you.
We love you all.
Thank you. Thank you. Much love.
Rated. Okay.
Holy.
Wow, that was...
There we go. 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. Let's go.
General chat, everyone? Anyone?